And Nigerian parents should be entitled to their children's money.
In as much as I have done that for them and they have come of age and they are well doing, fine and good. My children should take care of me. If possible, if they have the money, let them buy me a private jet. I will enjoy it.
Parents are not entitled to the children's money.
I think a good child should be able to take care of their parents, especially when they are aging,
There are a lot of ways Nigerian parents are entitled to their children's money, because to carry a child for 9 months is not a joke.
Yes. And Nigerian parents should be entitled to their children's money. It is because of the system, the country where we live. You see, parents go through a lot to see that their children are successful. Most times they say the only land they have to take care of their child, to make that child further education, to get a good job.
I may not be agreeing with everyone on this, but I strongly believe that first I will say no. Let me answer straight. I will say no. Parents are not entitled to the children's money. The reason is because I'm one of those who believe that parents are just guardians to children. They were given the privilege to bring these children to the world and to cater for them, to guide them to the right path. The parents have their own due diligence to do their own duty, to do their own part and fulfill their own destiny. But raising children is a privilege, and the purpose of raising that child is not because they are raising that child for the child to now come back and begin to pay them for the services they have rendered over the years.
Not necessarily, I don't think so, but I think a good child should be able to take care of their parents, especially when they are aging, You don't expect your parents who have cared for you all your life and are in a position they can't work anymore or make incomes, especially those that didn't build industry and factories that are already making money for them. If you as a child, you're able to provide for your family, your parents, why not? But I don't think it's mandatory. There's no law that states that you have to care for your parents, but as a responsible child, as a person, as a human that cares for your parents, you should. You don't even need to find ways for people to tell you to do that. It's something that you should know to do.
Yes, we are entitled to our children's money. Even at old age, we are still entitled to our children's money.
Even though your parents are in a position to care for themselves, there's nothing wrong with just giving them a token, every now and then, just to know that, you have a little bit of responsibility for yourself and all that. Even if you have your own family, they are your parents, and that also extends to the fact that you can also care for your wife's parents, because the moment you get married to the lady, her parents become yours and your parents become theirs. So I think it's like now you have double parents. So they may not necessarily need your income, but I think the fact that they see that you're trying to show care or you actually care, we go a long way and they will really appreciate that. So yeah.
They are in a lot of there are a lot of ways Nigerian parents are entitled to their children's money, because to carry a child for 9 months is not a joke. Number one, and the first person to feel your pain, to know your feelings, to know how you're doing before your partner is the baby you're carrying. So definitely, for you to carry a child for 9 months, you're carrying your own flesh, your own blood. So it's depending on how you raise your child. So you can't expect me, for being a single mother now, I go through a lot to take care of my kids' school fees, to clothe them, to feed them, and later in the future the child will become something and I won't have. In fact, now me get the money safe.
Absolutely. If my children are entitled to my money, why shouldn't I be entitled to their money? Where will the money go? If I have trained my children and they are making money, whichever way I have suffered to train them, in return, they should also appreciate me. It is absolutely necessary, imperative. It's uncompromising. I can't compromise it. My children, I'm entitled to their money. I'm entitled to their wealth, in as much as I have done that for them and they have come of age and they are well doing. Fine and good. My children should take care of me. If possible, if they have the money, let them buy me a private jet. I will enjoy it. And it's a credit to them.
I can say no. They are not. Because all these some of these questions have let me say there's a way of handling it. We have some parents during their time, they are well to do. They save for their future. Because they will tell you, I don't want to disturb my children. I don't want to have anything to disturb my children. So they work hard, they save for their future, they save for their old age. So that's how it's supposed to be with every other parent. But in the situation of our country, whereby some parents, after working hard for a series of years, to even collect their pension will be a problem. So what do? If maybe their sons or daughters are well to do, maybe they will like some of them that they know what is really happening. They will say, oh, okay, let me help my parents. It's not that the parent is entitled, but they just want to like give a helping hand to their parents, because nobody will love the parents to be suffering.
Because truth be told, if a child if it's like that, if things are being done like that, and where children are meant to pay parents for whatever they have done over the years while they are growing up, we will not be able to quantify it in financial terms to meet up in paying back, because we cannot quantify what they have done for us before we became grown-up men. So it's a privilege when children give back to parents, which is normal, because that love that is between a child and a parent is what will always prompt you to remember that duty.
It is not like in the Western world where the government pay things for them. No. You see, Western world, you put your children in school, the government pays their school fees, and takes care of them and all that. In Nigeria, it's not like that. As a parent, you have to take care of your child. And most times, these parents go through a lot. Most mothers sell their wrapper, their goats, their farmlands to take care of their children. And at the end, are you saying the child should not take care of the mom? If I, as a mother, sell the only thing I have to take care of you, because I want you as a child to be useful, to be successful, to be better in life, and at the end, I'm going to look up to you to give me. And you will be the one to take care of me. So as a mother, I am entitled. It is only where I did not sow that I shouldn't expect to reap. Why you sow? Come on. It's where you reap.
It's more like a duty, because it's part of you. It's the way we are created to remember our parents. It's only when children grew up the wrong way, they grew up not to love their parents, or they grew up and they didn't meet up with their expected life goals, and they are not able to achieve what they wish to achieve in life, and probably they don't have the financial capability to support parents. That's when you find some children who don't support parents, or children who were born trained in hatred without love. They tend to hate the parents, either the father or the mother, and they don't give back. But in all honesty, children are not compelled, or they are not meant to pay. Parents are not entitled to getting back funds for whatever they have done in helping a child grow.
Nigerian parents being entitled to their children's money. I will look at it from two angles. I will look at it from the biblical angle, because I'm a Christian, and I will look at it from the societal angle. From the biblical angle, I will say this categorically: it is very ungodly. The Bible says that a wise man leaves inheritance for his children's children, not just his own children. A wise man leaves inheritance. Now, the only thing that a child owes the parent is honor. If the child decides that the way I want to honor my parents is to give XYZ to my parents, so be it. It's not an entitlement for parents to have the children's money. No, it's an honor for the child to give to the parent. If the parent demands and says, my child, please give me XYZ, and the child can afford it, and the child so honors the parent, it is fine. But when the parent now thinks that it is their right to have that, it's ungodly. Very ungodly. But in this society that we live in, you know that statement, well, we are Nigerians, so we have to be able to, it's our society, we meant it like that. It is glad we'll change that narrative gradually. It's not an entitlement, it's an honor.